This is my setup, the same setup I've had for over 4 years now, and if you asked me if I needed an upgrade, I would say no, because it still does the work for me with a little potential to do more, even though some people may say otherwise. From gaming to productivity and even when I'm just sitting doing nothing. But before I go furthermore, let's take note of these key points. First of all, how do I address my setup? Now you may know every setup to be called a setup, but mine is actually different. I call it pokey, and I'm not actually ready to explain why I call it pokey. Secondly, what peripherals do I use? Since the past 4 years, a lot hasn't changed other than a few monitor swaps. From my curved Samsung monitor to another Samsung monitor, which is the G4 OB 240Hz, and now the final boss, which I will mention about too. But before that, check this out. So, from peripherals, I have two nice 1080p monitors, a generic 144Hz, which I use as my secondary monitor, and the final boss Acer Stuff 280Hz, which I use as my main monitor. It's 27-inch, has crisp colors, very sharp, and on top of it all, it's mine. That was kind of cringe. Also, after my last setup video, which I'm sure most of you haven't watched it, I wanted to flip my 240Hz monitor, and what's better than a better one? That's when my research started. After countless of videos and reviews, and actually seeing this in person, I knew it was the right one. And that's how I got my main monitor, the Asus 280Hz 1080p 27-inch monitor. When we shift our focus a little bit to the system units, it's actually the same old stuff. Evga graphics card, still on the 16GB Vengeance RAM, which I plan on upgrading later in the year. The NeoCube case, a better LC360 cooler, and oh, I changed my fans. Same mouse, same keyboard, keyboards, because I have two, but this one is my favorite. Enough with the yapping. My setup was a mess, before I changed it to make this video, but I wanted to try out and find out how minimalistic it can be. That's the old ways, with one monitor and less to deal with. Anyways, when we come to audio, I have the complete audio 2 as my audio interface, same Razer Seirin Mini as my mic, but there's an upgrade to be made and I'm preparing for it. And for the desk, same desk I've had for 4 years. Moving on to the desk, let's clear everything from the table first, leaving only the monitor and the mousepad. And after clearing everything from the decks, I knew I couldn't just arrange them back. So what's more to do than a little bit of cleanup? I cleaned the peripherals and I actually took a bit time on that. You all know what I'm talking about. So after I got that done, I skipped cable management because I'm not the type who likes cable management. And then I finally decided on how to arrange my stuff back. First, the monitor. After I set up the monitor, I got an idea to install my RGB lights behind my router, and look how just much it changed the look of my setup. To be honest, the LGBTQ lights always work. From there, I added the system, tilted its landscape for more mouse space, added the mouse, my Gpro and Superlight, my keyboard, my keyboards, my audio interface, that's a complete audio tool which connects via USB, connected my IEM, then onto the mic, which also connects via USB. Which will make someone ask, why then the audio interface? That's when my new upgrade comes in. I'm getting a new mic soon. Added my webcam, my controller, which I only use it for offline games and FC. Connected a few other cables as I got behind the monitor. After a few seconds, my setup was ready. Don't look much into it, because I'm not really a cable management type of person. F cable management, to be honest. So even though all this was made just to make the video possible, I'm still going to go back to my double monitor setup as I am right now. I'm just not that much of an aesthetic guy. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.